you resisted the advice of the International Monetary Fund, which told Malaysia, as it did other countries, to raise interest rates, devalue its currency, float its currency. You instead decided to defend the currency and therefore weather the storm better than countries such as Thailand and South Korea. What lessons did you learn from that crisis? What lessons did others not learn? And then we'll get your insights on the current crisis.
Well, fortunately, I'm not a financier. I know very little about economics, so I do things which are not quite orthodox. So when people tell me that the right way to handle a crisis like that is to obey the IMF and the World Bank, I thought otherwise. I actually examined their prescription, and I found that those prescription would actually make matters worse. So I didn't see why I should be following them. And we spent a lot of time trying to work out some other way of solving the crisis, and we came up with a method or system by understanding actually what was happening. Once you understand what happens, then the next step, of course, is to work a system that can counter the things that was being done.
So you took emergency measures, and you did not have the kind of destruction of the currency that you saw with Indonesia and elsewhere. What's your insight on the crisis today? Maybe we should make you head of IMF, I don't know.
Well, they did not learn any lesson from the 97-98 crisis. If they had studied it carefully, they would have known that eventually they are going to end up with this kind of crisis, worse than in 1997, because the system still remains the same. And that system was open to abuses. And the system was not working very well because international monetary system is meant to improve the trading situation, but it was doing otherwise. So why do you sustain it? And once you sustain it, you allow for new interpretations, for example, and allow people to abuse the system. This is what you get.